There was also color in the sky because many kids were flying kites.
There were also color in the sky because many kids were flying kites.
Where was the color?
Where was the color? In the sky.
In the sky, that's right, in the sky. Why was there color in the sky?
Why was there color in the sky? Because kites were flying. Because kids were flying kites.
Because kids were flying kites.
The
kites. There was color in the sky because kids were flying kites. Who were flying kites? Kids. Kids were flying.
Who were flying kites? Kids were flying kites.
Kites. Was the sky colorful or was the sky gray?
Was the sky colorful or was the sky gray? The sky colorful. The sky was colorful.
The sky was colorful.
Colorful.
What was colorful?
What was colorful? The sky.
The sky, right. The sky was
colorful. Was colorful.
Why was the sky colorful?
Why was the sky colorful? Because kids were flying kites.
Because kids were flying kites. What were the kids flying?
What were the kids flying? Kids. The kids were flying kites.
Kites, that's right. The kids were flying kites. Where were they flying kites?
Where were they flying kites? In the cemetery? Yes. The kids were flying kites in the cemetery.
In the cemetery, right?
In
the kids were flying kites in the cemetery. Who was flying kites in the cemetery?
Who were flying kites in the cemetery? Kids were flying kites in the cemetery.
Kids, right. Children. Kids were flying kites in the cemetery. Some families were having a picnic next to the graves.
Some families were having a picnic next to the graves.
We, in the United States, don't do this. So some families were having a picnic next to the graves. They ate, they drank, and they chatted together.
They ate, they drank, and they chatted together.
Did they eat?
Did they eat? Yes, they ate.
Yes, they ate.
They ate.
Who ate?
Who ate? Families. Families ate.
Families, right? Of course. Families ate. What did they eat?
What did they eat? They ate watermelon fruit.
They ate Guatemalan food.
Food.
Right? Food from Guatemala. Right? The families ate Guatemalan food. Did they eat American food?
Did they eat American food? No, they didn't eat American food. They ate watermelon food.
No, they didn't eat American food. They ate Guatemalan food.
Watermelon food.
Where did they eat?
Where did they eat?
Guatemalan food.
Watermelon food. What did they eat? Watermelon food. In the cemetery. They ate food in the cemetery.
In the cemetery, right? They ate food in the cemetery. They ate Guatemalan food in the cemetery. They also drank in the cemetery.
They also drank in cemetery.
Did they drink water in the cemetery?
Did they drink water in the cemetery? No. What did they drink in the cemetery? They drank beer.
No. What did they drink
What
in
they
the cemetery?
drink?
They drank
beer.
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 Who drank beer?
Who drank beer? The family drank beer.
The families drank beer. What did they eat?
What did they eat? They ate watermelon food and drank beer.
Guatemalan food. They ate Guatemalan food and drank beer. Did they drink beer or did they drink water?
Did they drink beer or did they drink water? Did they drink beer? They drank beer.
They drank
Drank.
beer.
Drank.
Where did they drink beer?
Where did they drink beer? They drank beer in the cemetery. In the cemetery.
They drank beer in the cemetery. When did they drink beer?
When did they drink beer? November 1st.
November 1st, the Day of the Dead.
The day of
They
the dead.
drank beer.
They drank beer.
When did they eat?
When did they eat? They ate on November 1st.
They ate on
Ate.
November 1st,
November 1st.
the Day of the Dead.
The day of the dead.
Did they chat together?
Did they chat together? Yes, they chatted together.
Yes, they chatted together. Who chatted together?
Who chatted together? The family chatted together.
The families, of course.
The
The families
family.
chatted together. When did they chat together?
When did they chat together? Yes, November 1st.
Yes, November 1st, the Day of the Dead. And people laughed and smiled.
People laugh and smile.
In the United